Welcome to Coffee and Candor. This is Chris.
Ross.
Brandy.
Amber.
And we just got finished unfucking a technical difficulty, which required 2 restarts and a damn software update.
Fun.
That was awesome. So anyway, so we're back out of quarantine. Y'all are back from your vacation.
Yep.
And we are going to start off with, so right now the Tokyo Olympics are going on, and the big thing is Simone Biles voluntarily dropped out of every event she was in. So
I think it was just, they said it was just I think the beams, but she was still going on to do something else. I don't know.
Okay, explain to me. I mean, like I've heard about it, but I haven't heard like detail, and I'm trying to be informed before I have an opinion. I know. Why were they handicapping her?
because she's the best in the fucking world.
But I'm sorry, that's what the
That's not how that works.
What they said was they were not going to score her fully because
it hurt other people's feelings.
Well, almost. They didn't want other athletes potentially hurting themselves trying to catch up to her.
Okay.
Fuck that.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't happen in any other sport.
No,
No,
that's
it doesn't.
ridiculous.
They didn't tell Tom Brady he couldn't win that many Super Bowls.
No.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I don't blame her. It's like, why?
Yeah, I wouldn't continue to
Why
compete
am I
either.
going to compete when I'm not going to get a fair shake?
Yep.
But then I've also heard that she said that whatever competition that was coming up that she dropped out of, she wasn't able to, I think it was flips or twists that she was doing, she hadn't been able to complete it.
Yeah, I had
and
heard
that's
that
why
there
she pulled out, because she didn't want to get a low score and hurt the team's chance of getting a goal.
Yeah, I heard that too, and that she had some sort of injury that wasn't healing the way, and so she was not up to her peak. And like, she's right, she was really in like a
Here's
couldn't
the thing.
win.
Here's the thing. Even at 50%, she's still the best in the world.
Right, and I get that,
by a lot.
but she was in kind of a no-win situation. I don't mean win like win. I mean
Right.
come out with a positive outcome, because okay, she's not going to be. She's too good, so we're penalizing her.
That's
bullshit. I got a bad problem with that.
That chaps my ass.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I thought that's what I thought that was the whole point of an Olympian, was to be the acknowledged best in the world at your chosen field.
Yep.
I thought that was the thing we were celebrating, not punishing. So
Yeah.
So apparently the Olympics have decided to fucking start giving participation trophies.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what it sounds like to me.
Now, where did she dropped out because of mental health issues come from?
Oh, I think there's a lot of people just making a lot of comments that don't really know what the hell they're talking about.
What I was reading
Okay,
about
to be
that,
fair, those people could be us too.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, it could
what
be.
I was reading was like about what you said about the flips and stuff. She was not fully healed from a stress injury, and that and the scoring controversy, she just was not feeling mentally prepared to do.
I think people play the mental health card way too much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Because,
on
like,
that,
okay, I'm not going to be able to do it. If I think people are working against me and I don't think I'm up to my full
To me, that's
potential on
reason
doing
enough.
something, to me, that's not a mental health issue.
No, and those things are valid reasons to
they
say
are.
I'm done.
But don't call it mental health issues.
But I don't know. You remember when we talked about that Nasser guy that was
Larry Nasser.
that was abusing the
gymnastics,
Olympian?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
She was one of his primary victims.
Yes.
So I don't know if it has something to do with that, like trauma. I don't know, and I don't. It's like
See, I'm gonna have to go against that too. He's not around. He's not there. No one's touching you. That has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, and I mean, I agree with what you said about like the scoring and the not feeling like physically she can do what she came to do without maybe hurting herself or hurting her team.
All right,
That's
so
enough.
hold on. Y'all have mentioned the injury a couple of times, and I wanted to hit on something. I've seen several posts about that one girl, I think her last name was Strug.
Where she on the leg?
Yeah, where she
I remember
did
seeing
her
that.
last pole, or not pole vault.
It was on the horse.
Yeah,
thing. I
the
can't
horse
think of the word.
deal. With a fucked
Balance
up ankle.
beam.
No, it wasn't a balance beam. It was whatever the horse thing is. It's not
anyway.
a balance beam.
Pommel horse.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Yeah, she did that with a fucked up ankle. Everybody gave her all this credit and stuff. But the problem is we should never, ever, ever expect someone... I mean, you know, if she wanted to do that, hey, we recommend against it because you could seriously fuck your shit up.
I would never expect anyone to do
But
something.
she
if
was
they're
a
injured.
child, and I feel like she was under an unhealthy expectation
yeah.
to do that,
Well, but
to perform.
But Simone Biles is not a child.
No, she's
and
not.
She knows that she's got the goods, and she's not going to bow to anybody's bullshit pressure. But we should never expect
Right.
these athletes. They're fucking humans. They're not robots. It's not like
And
let
they're
me
not
drive.
your trained monkey.
Yeah, it's not like, hey, let me drive my car with the check engine light on.
Right.
You know, these are people, and after this is over, they have lives to go back
They
to.
still have to live in those bodies
Yeah.
that they're risking permanent injury to. Because I saw another article where somebody was talking about, I think it was in '79. It was a Russian girl, and you know how they are.
Oh Jesus, they're fucking horrible.
I mean,
If you've ever met a Russian, every one of those cocksuckers is tough as nails. That's why
how
they
they
don't.
have to be.
That's why they don't ever take any. That's why they don't laugh unless it's that maniacal fucking laugh. Yeah, that evil
That
supervillain laugh.
unhinged.
I'm
But
going to kill you now.
Yeah,
but she had like a hairline crack or something. Like she could still walk and perform, but they knew there was an injury in her leg. And she was doing the same kind of maneuver like that Carrie Strug was, where it was like a high dismount and
Right.
came down on that leg, and the leg buckled. And that's not the bad part.
compound fracture.
The leg buckled on impact, and so all that force of her body came down on her chin, and it snapped her neck.
Oh my god.
She was a paraplegic for the rest of her life.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
She should have never been expected to.
And do you think that they took care of her?
Fuck no.
No, the fuck they didn't.
You know,
They were like, oh, well, you've outlived your usefulness. Out to pasture you go.
Right.
I'm just sick and
No.
tired of people making excuses. Like, if it's because she had an injury, say it's because she had an injury.
Like you said,
if
those
she
are
feels
valid.
like she wasn't qualified to, or not qualified, but experienced enough to do that certain thing, and she, I mean, I guess that's allowed, isn't it?
Well, I mean, look, they have to qualify for the team, but their participation is not mandatory at that point. You can drop out, or so. Like you said,
Yeah, I mean, that's
she
not
felt
slave
like she
labor.
wasn't
It's all
being dealt
voluntary.
with fairly. That's a valid reason.
Yeah, absolutely.
She
That
has-
right there's the only reason I'd need.
Yeah,
Be like, you're going to
she hasn't-
consistently fuck me, fuck all of you.
She has an injury, and she feels like she could, if she pushes herself to the level that she performs, she would risk permanent injury. Valid reason.
Yeah, hands down.
She says, if I push myself and I hurt myself, that's bad. But if I don't push myself, then my team suffers for the score. All three of those are completely valid
Yeah.
reasons on their own.
Just the mental health thing just really pisses me off.
But I don't
'Cause, like,
know how-
that's depression. I mean, with anybody that doesn't have depression,
yeah.
things happen.
Hers wouldn't have been depression. I bet hers was anxiety.
You feel bad, you feel down, you feel sad. That's normal for everybody. Depression, like, you can't control when that's going to pop up, and just because something happens doesn't mean that it's mental health. And
Right. I mean, and I don't know because I didn't hear that part of it from her mouth. So I don't know how much of that is other people's hot
see, the only
takes
thing
on
I
her.
heard from her was about the not being able to.
Right. That's all I've heard her verbalize. So I don't know if this mental health is everybody else's
Yeah.
I'm wondering-
rationalizing
yeah.
what she did.
I think that happens a lot, and I think,
Yeah.
and I agree. I think people do throw the mental health card way too much to the point that it's almost like the boy that cried wolf.
No.
You know, is it a valid thing? Absolutely. Is it as rampant as everybody fucking makes it sound? I don't think
and
so.
it's not, it doesn't, okay. I understand why some people choose to be vocal about their struggles. I mean, I'm pretty open about the things I struggle with emotionally. Part of that is so that the people that aren't as comfortable being out loud about it know that they're not alone. And I think that's a very important part of it. But that doesn't mean that everybody's story is for public consumption.
Right.
It's Simone's choice whether she wants to be a mental health poster child, not...
Or even if that's even
her
part
deal.
of the thing, because how many times, and we see this on a fucking daily basis, a situation will happen, and then everybody starts making their fucking assumptions.
Their armchair quarterbacking.
Yeah, and then you get these idiots that, well, what if this, what if that? No,
I hate
That
those people.
irritates
Yeah,
me. What if the world just disappeared?
What if the moon is made of cheese? Quit making up goddamn narratives and maybe try to stick to what the fuck actually happened.
What if you're a moron?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so that was Simone Biles. While we're
No.
on,
There's one thing I wanted to read about that I thought it was ironic.
Oh, okay,
Because a fellow Olympian weighed in,
okay.
and then he had a little bit of a meltdown, and I thought it was hilarious. Okay, so Thursday, when asked about Simone Biles, Novak Djokovic,
Who the fuck is that? And why were they asking him about her?
tennis,
Oh.
replied, "Pressure is a privilege. If you are aiming to be at the top of the game, you better start learning how to deal with pressure and how to cope with those moments."
Stop right there.
Which I agree with
Better
that.
Yeah.
start learning. This fucking girl has been the best in the world for years.
Since she was a child.
Yeah.
Okay, and I do not, for the record, disagree with what he said. Here's the irony. That was Thursday. Saturday, Novak Djokovic loses his cool, throws a racket over 5 rows of seats, breaks a second racket and throws it into the photographer's pit, and then withdraws in a snit from his bronze medal mixed doubles match, leaving his partner unable to compete for a medal she had earned.
Wow.
Wow. But then he's going to run his mouth about somebody else. If I was Simone Biles, I'd walk up to it and some bitch get right
Punch
in
him
the
in the
face.
dick.
Really?
So-
Ass hat?
I just posted pot, kettle.
So the thing is, why in the fuck would they even ask him about her?
Obviously,
if they were
he's
gonna,
a loud ass
He was he was
They
probably
probably
just
didn't
there. They were
ask him.
asking different.
Yeah,
but if I'm a reporter, I mean, goddamn it,
Oh,
at
that's
least
the thing.
at least
But
try
But
to
if
do
you're
apples
a
to
reporter,
apples.
you're going to ask
No,
other people.
if I'm a reporter, I'm going to ask her teammates.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't mean they had access to their team.
Right, and her teammates probably have, because everything I've read says they're 100% behind her.
Especially with reporters. I mean, just like with anything, you have levels
Of access.
And if
but-
he's like a new reporter, he's not going to have access to.
But that type of stupid shit is like asking someone who never played on a team with Michael Jordan, hey, what's it like to play on a team with Michael Jordan? Oh, well, I guess it's you can shut the fuck up. You don't even know.
But they didn't ask him what it was like playing with her.
No, but they did ask him specifically about her situation, and he is not anywhere near her situation. And then he flipped shit, which
But
I think
he's in
might
the
be karma.
Olympics.
It makes him look like a total ass clown. Which I think
He is in the
hilarious.
Olympics.
That's why. You're going too far into that.
No, I thought that
That was just
I
a
thought that
fellow
was-
Olympian.
Yeah, they were
Shitty
just
reporting.
polling.
Talking about pressure of being in the Olympics.
And then he showed that
that he's
he
an
can't
asshole.
practice what he preaches.
Okay, so
That would
They-
probably be me, though. My rage issue would be
I think everybody should love everybody and like,
and,
What?
and,
Why is she turning green?
and then,
that's me.
and then she set the tennis court on fire. Fucking, we didn't even know she had a lighter on her.
Flames just came out of her eyes.
So
yeah, I'm all Mother Earth. Love everyone. Fuck you.
So okay,
Yep.
so there was another Olympian. Track and field, I think is what she did. One of the track and field things.
With the weeds?
She got busted. She popped hot for smoking the pot weed. Now I have seen.
Hold on, I gotta pause it.
Okay.
I don't remember her name.
Okay, so like I was saying, there was one Olympian. She
I'm gonna look that up.
She popped hot for smoking the weeds.
Oh,
And I have seen some of the most ridiculous shit. I have even seen a certain dumbass